Alright, we're gonna get started here. Gonna play some more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Going to be playing the Ship Harnigan version. This is the PC port, playing on my Steam Deck. It's good to finally get back in. I've been doing a lot of developments, and it's been taking a lot of my time, so I kind of had to... That's why I always kind of say, you know, content arrives precisely when it's means to, because it really does. I have other deadlines, other priorities. I have my family, I have my work. Those things are going to take the front burner. But I do love and enjoy doing this. Unfortunately, this has to take the back as far as delivering content. But consistent, I like to be more consistent, at least the minimum once a week. I definitely don't want to have to do where I went off basically a full month of no content period. That's definitely not ideal. So let's plan on doing more. My plan here, at least this stream, is to get through Dodongo's Cavern, and then I'll just, you know, do the feelings test, see how I'm feeling. If I want to keep carrying on the stream, then I'll do that. There are some other things I'd love to do. But since I've been, basically the last couple of days have been 9-hour days of work, so I want to really take a break. Takes a lot out of you when you really kind of just design stuff and you're going through things that you've never done before and just doing research and yeah, that kind of stuff. But I love it, that's for sure. And it's definitely something I'm not inexperienced with. I do a lot of different types of developments. But anyway, specifically, this is more along the lines my web development aspect. Unfortunately, I'd love to get back into my game development, but it's just pretty much in the icebox currently right now, just because I gotta concentrate on what's supporting my family. So the paying job obviously is gonna come first, which I love it too, love what I do. Whoop. You gotta blow that up. And it's pretty much just gonna be, just one of those deals. Oh. Guess I need to blow that one up too. It would be nice if I could backflip up there, but that's not. There we go. We'll carry on here. I think this is the correct way I need to go. Oop. Okay. I think I need to move the statues over here. Yeah. At least one of them, huh? Hopefully they're not one of those statues that's going to come alive and get you. I'm sure I passed some Skolas, but I've never really been, like, I gotta get everything. And it would be nice to actually do it for a first time. But I'm just not sure about it. All right, Lizard Man. All right, come at me. Do your best, or your worst, whatever you want to call it. Ah! Wow, that's funny. Aren't you not going to come at me? They don't want to come at me. That's funny. They really don't want to come at me. Come at me. There we go. Much better. Come on. Take a Deku stick to the face. Oh, on to the next room. Don't have a compass or map or anything, so that's not a big deal, of course. There should be some bomb flowers around here somewhere. I don't know if I really actually need in this back room. We'll find out. It actually might just be the compass or the map. One of them. Oh, maybe just a Deku ship. Okay, I don't have the hammer. The hammer's handy with these guys. Didn't really want to have to swap out, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Deku sticks. Okay, that was it. That was it. Only if you need Deku sticks. And it's obvious because you need Deku sticks back here for the torches. So that does kind of make sense a little bit. I wonder if I missed one. Nope. Oop, go away. This one right here. There we go. We'll carry on here. Go on to the next chamber. But yeah, I've been uber busy with work, and I am so happy to just kind of have a sit-down break of actual just casual video game play, where I can just sit, play, relax, and yeah. I definitely miss it. It's whenever you go on through those straight work days, it just really gives you something to look forward to as far as once you get to that point to where you're like, I look forward to that day where I can just chill and relax through my session and just not have a worry. Sometimes it doesn't always work out though. There's always adulting things that need to be taken care of and challenges that come our way. As far as my PS2 development too, I've been trying to refurbish quite a few of my, have like several PlayStation 2s. I actually currently have 4 in my possession. 2 I was planning on using as refurbish and resales, basically modernizing and refurbishing them for resale purposes. I just love the PlayStations in general. I enjoy tinkering on them too. But I ordered 4 different, well actually not different, 4 HDMI converters that I can utilize. They're kind of universal. I forgot what they're called. Is on some specific website. There's actually a couple of YouTube videos on it. But apparently I've seen quite a few people use it over the gym HDMI. Sure, I would love to do that, but man, they are pricey. They're like over $100 for one of those. And even the cheap China knockoff ones, they're expensive too. So, not exactly ideal price-wise. And these are actually priced at about $18 a piece. So you can, I mean, that's like night and day difference. I'd rather go this route than spending $100, even granted. The gym route is going to be the best definition. Like, you're going to get really good quality out of it, for sure. But my issue with that is costs, and also Another fact that it, my goodness, am I even gonna hit this guy? Is costs and actually the technical level of the gym too is actually significantly more sophisticated. There we go. Yeah, I had to get rid of him just to get out. But you basically like solder like right on top of the CPU and like processor with the gem. Granted, you get significantly better quality. I'd love that, but this other route is just a much more direct, and it still is a huge like quality difference comparing to the analog RCA port that you typically get that's on a standard PlayStation 2. So I can definitely make do with just a little bit lesser option with being significantly more cost effective. And also looks like, from what I've done my research online, the pinouts for the soldering layout for it is actually, looks a lot less complex than the gem. In the process too of doing that, I also saw some pretty neat upgrades that you can also do with the power. You can actually modernize the power on the PS2 to where you can utilize a USB-C power board. I thought that was pretty neat. I found some 3D prints that you can replace those inserts on the case. So really looking forward to some of that related to restoration of PlayStation 2. I'd like to do that with the ones I already own and then kind of rinse and repeat, see if it's something I'm going to keep doing going forward. Because I don't know, I'm just, like I said, I love the PlayStation 2. Just the console specifically. The infrastructure and games and stuff is great too. I love that. There's lots of good games that are on the PlayStation 2. Granted, you can also backwards compatible PS2 or PS1, so that even adds on top of that infrastructure of library, which is a great library. Granted, I'm not like, I don't have a ton of games I'm just always playing, even though I have added quite a bit on my list within the last year or so. Definitely don't like the thoughts of being obligated to play things, but at the same time, it's like, do the feelings test. It's like, am I gonna play this? And if it's something I think I might play at some point, I'm gonna get it. I've got a pretty big backlog for the PlayStation 2. A lot of it's on my shelves and stuff in here in my office. And I have shown a few of them off, but I've actually acquired some since I kind of quit doing that type of content. I just feel like it's just not really necessary, and just wasn't really, just at least analytically, view-wise, I just feel like it's not really the route I want to take with my content. I'm going to focus on mainly streaming most of my content, and some updates through my developments on my game development, and even maybe, if I get around to it, doing some potential live development sessions. We'll see how that works out. I haven't actually tried doing any of those, because I'm one of those kind of guys that when I am doing something, I'm focused. It's kind of hard to just kind of give feedback and stuff if you guys want to talk to me while I'm doing a dev session, because I get like tunnel vision on whatever I'm doing. Like nuts. All right. Come on, come at me. All right, you come at me? You can come. Come on. I'm waiting on you. There we go. One little neat thing I actually didn't figure out till later, I think like within my last couple of playthroughs. If you look down there, that's actually the other chamber down here that we are facing those other lizard men. So yeah, if you fall down there, woo, you're gonna have to do a lot of backtracking. It's not a huge deal breaker, but it would be an annoyance to a degree. So let's keep powering through here. Hit this trigger, and then there's gonna be a trigger on my left. Hello there. All right. And then we should be getting the bombs over here. Yes. I'm actually tempted, by doing the other replays through this, if I don't want to play it vanilla, I might actually start doing the randomizer. That might actually be fun and just a unique kind of challenge and experience. I just really felt like playing another vanilla playthrough, not a randomizer. We're already down there, so we don't want to go over there. So we're going to go this way. This will get us up and down. But we have got our bombs. So what we do need to do is come over here and blow up these eyeballs. The easiest way is actually just to kind of jump on top. That's what I've been doing the last couple of times I've played through on this. Put one there, and one here. I couldn't have time to move. Oh well. There we go. And then we'll jump down. And go this way, into the mouth. Alright, we'll go ahead and hit that save, even though I'm actually, there's an autosave feature that it kind of follows through. Alright, hello there. I know there's another one around here somewhere. I hear you. There we go. Get out of here so I can evaluate my scene. So we got a pressure plate, I think, here that we gotta get this box up there so we can go through those locked doors. We'll go this way. It's the only current way to go. Sounds like there's some more bats around here somewhere. Oh. There we go. I'm sure there's more around here somewhere. There's always something around a corner that's just gonna go like get you. All right. We do need this block, so I'm gonna move this over here so I can push it off. Actually, I don't know if we actually need it. We could probably just do this. I don't think I've ever done this before. Climb up here. There's a bomb that we could use on that. We could even just use our hands. Climb up this way, and then push this down. Then we can get ourselves up and down. Do we have a ferry? We have a ferry. Don't really actually need it, like, period, to be honest. There we go. I don't remember what's in this room. Let's go check it out. Ah. One of those bomb things. I think he's got a skull behind him. Yep. Whoop. run out of bombs. There we go. Already got 6. Skula. I usually limit myself at least at 50. And then I'm usually done. Oh man, that reset. Bummer. And of course, bats. Should be able to avoid them potentially if I just run this way. Yep, they don't want to follow me. Ooh, pop. Oh, there we go, bombs. Didn't hurt to have a few extras. Another thing that actually released recently is Tamarine really built with OpenMW as well as being a standalone release on GOG. I'm a big fan of GOG. I love that they're taking on some of these pre-built like mod loadout packages. I'm actually gonna do that at some point to get it set up on my Steam Deck because I love Morrowind. It's a lot of fun, but I have no desire playing it vanilla anymore. Much more stable experience, especially playing on OpenMW, which is a reimplementation engine that runs the assets for the original Morrowind. It just utilizes Bethesda's assets within a completely separate engine. I think Morrowind was built in Gamebryo, but just overall, Gamebryo has always been a really crappy engine. I wish they would have actually had the engine they had for Skyrim, which is like their creation kit or engine or whatever. But I wish they really would have had that for Oblivion because it's my favorite game from them. It still is even to this day. I love the remaster, but it's still built on top of the old Game Embryo system, and it's still just... I've modded it a little bit with remaster, and it still can be a little finicky, just because that old Game Embryo engine still technically being interlying in the background. But not as unstable as its original. My goodness, the original is terrible. You hear a lot of complaints on people with the Oblivion remaster and stuff, but to be honest, it's oh, let's get out of the way. A whole lot more stable than one way back in the day. What you doing up there, buddy? Oh, he doesn't like me being behind. There you go. You completely missed me on that one. Hello. How's it going? Open up that mouth. I'll give you something big surprise to eat. There we go. A lot of these Child Lake bosses are easy peasy, but fun, that's for sure. I still say, even from my last stream, the hardest boss is a mini boss, which is Dark Link. None of them compared to him, unless you know how to attack one. Unless you know the quirks and the benefits of what items to use, then he is easy. But still, I feel like he surpasses everybody as far as difficulty. Always can use more heart containers. That is absolutely for sure. Stomachs burst? That doesn't sound very fun. And so is the next spiritual stone. And yes, we will go see the Great Fairy on Death Mountain. Don't know if we would want a big Goron hug. They might squish us. But now, since we've got our bomb bags, we can come up here and get rid of these boulders and go see the Great Fairy up here. It's definitely going to be very useful. Oop, Link didn't jump for some reason. Let's try to avoid from picking up the rupee. I think I can manage. Yeah, there we go. We'll save that for later. It shouldn't be spawned. It should stay there. I think there might be a Gerdetto hole here. Yes, I don't remember what was in it. We'll go ahead and check it out while we're here. There's a cow and some coins. Don't think we need any of that. So we got a fairy for now. All right. Oh. Oh my. It's funny because you thought there was usually like shadows on that or something. All right. Another rupee that we can't hold. That's okay. Rupees are pretty easy to come by. It's only in Breath of the Wild that they introduce a lot more extensive marketing system where rupees are kind of a need and a must. All right. Let's go ahead and head on into the Great Fairy on Death Mountain. Gonna give us our magic meter more than likely. Oop, wrong button. All right, backdrop with Link, and then there's gonna be a bomb going off here in a second. There it goes. Definitely, for sure, looking forward to the new Zelda reimagined, Ocarina of Time. Of course, we even got a film coming out this next year. I'm very curious about that. I'm also kind of a little worried on how it's going to turn out. I really like what they've done with Mario. They've done a really good job working with some animators on that. I can't remember which studios it was. I think it may have been through Universal, I think. All right, spin attack. So that'll be useful. And then we'll get some spells and stuff as well soon too. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. I just recently, for my birthday, got a Switch 2 so that I could actually play it. And it's literally the only reason why I actually kind of was considering getting a Nintendo Switch. Otherwise, I just wasn't interested, to be honest, at all. Consoles are getting more expensive. Nintendo seems to be the best option, even though they're going to be price hiking, I think, sometime this next month, at least in the States. Even with that, though, that's like nothing compared to some of the other mainstream platforms. PC is, I would say, PC is the best entry point just because of the versatility and options, and the budget option is actually superior because you can get back some really old PCs really dirt cheap and then play a lot of different things on it. But you can also do that with old retro systems as well. You can get some from dirt cheap, some of them not. Just all has various factors. Getting into the retro stuff can be really expensive too, which is unfortunate, especially for popular games. I used to have a Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time for the 64, all my original box and 64 cart and everything. We just kept it. I didn't do that with hardly any of my other games except for my other game, which I loved for the 64, which was Super Smash Brothers. Only two games I ever kept boxes and everything all with it. Sold those a few years ago. Now I kind of regret it just a little bit, but I'm content with what I have now. I bought, I think it was a Rayman version of it. Either someone took an original cart and crafted it with a new cartridge and sticker, and I created my own hard casing with a printout cover on it, and I absolutely love it. It's as good as it's gonna get, and I'm not gonna complain about it. Let's get this skull over here that we see. If we can, yeah, actually, time shouldn't pass while I'm in the town. There's probably a few more here in town. I just don't always remember exactly where they all are. I think there's one on the back side of this building. I don't remember how many I have to get the wallet. Because I do need to upgrade my wallet for sure. I know there's definitely a couple of different needs for that. Don't remember if there's one over here in this. Don't think so. There might be some over here maybe? There's probably more in here. I have my player's guide. I'm being lazy and don't want to pull it out and look. It's not my focus point right now. My focus is... Went to the Great Fairy. Now we need to go to the Zora's Domain. So yeah, we'll also get another bottle too after that. Oh, it's nighttime, so the skellies are coming out. You hear the gate opening up. We will carry on and head over to the Zora's Domain. Hey! Yep. Hello, hoo hoo hoo. Yep, melody of the royal family, which obviously means the lullaby. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, hello there. Alright, we got 9. There's the bean-eating man over there. Let's go ahead and grab the chicken. Chicken's useful because you can get a piece of heart. And like 2 different places, I think, over here. So, like one of them, you can, most people just actually assume that you have to wait to be the adult link and use the little floating. It's not true, actually. You can definitely get it now. Nope. That's fine, whatever. We'll get you back after I get this. And the chicken's in the water and it'll be going back to where he needs to be because I can't get you. We'll go ahead and go in the water, go back to where that chicken's gonna respawn. Well, really more flying back to. Back over here. Huh. Usually comes over here. I hear him still. I'll just walk out and walk back in because there's one more heart piece I can get over toward the entrance of Zora's Domain. You have to use the chicken to get it. Gotta fly a little bit. Really? The bird's gonna come back? That's a little annoying. I guess you're triggered to go away after I get into the Zora's Domain. I will let them hear it, Mr. Owl. Yep, there's the chicken again. Alright. Come over here, Mr. Chicken. Let's go for a ride. I'm gonna get that other heart piece. The fun part with doing this, and there are a couple sections you actually have to chunk him, and then you have to re-pick him back up. One part's right here, where I float back down, and I gotta throw him up over that ledge over here. It's not terrible, you just gotta make sure you grab him pretty quickly, or he might go right in the water. There we go. Yep, and here. Oh, whoop. And then he'll float you over that little ravine so you don't go in the water. Otherwise you would drop him. We're gonna come up here at the very top, right over here, and float on over and get this heart piece. Yeah. More heart pieces. Only one more I need to get another container out of pieces. But we'll go ahead and head on to the Zora's. Oop. Wrong button. Oop. I gotta refresh my memory on how I have my control set up. I'm using an Xbox controller to play my Zelda game. That's because I'm playing the PC port, Ship Harnica, which is excellent. It's my absolute favorite way of playing Ocarina of Time now. There's so many different ways you can play this game, with multiple different platforms, natively through Nintendo, emulation, natively on its original console, all that kind of jazz, and this is my favorite. Sure, it's fun to do the nostalgic kind of stuff playing on the 64. I do have it all. But am I going to do it? I'm okay. If I feel like I really have to be nostalgic, then I'll do it. But otherwise, I'm not. There's some stuff I can light up. Oh yeah, there's also the diving I could potentially get here too. Actually, I'm going to need to get it because I'm going to dive here. So, we're going to head on up and pay our little friend for, playing a diving game. We got to get all of our rupees back. I think there's torches up here. Yes, that's what we need too for that bottom area. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'm going to say, hit this one down here real quick. And then I'll go back up and do the waterfall game. So now, we'll have a torch there for later to light the ones down below. I think there's some kind of a secret, I can't remember. I think it might be a heart piece if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, I would like to play your diving game. I will pick them all up. You throw them, I'll go get them. Looks like we got about 6. Nope, 5. Let's get them. We will get them. Alright, there's one. Let's get this one. Now we got 2 more over here. There we go. Got them all. Alright, we got to go back up. He's got something very nice for us. Is obviously going to be what I really need is the silver scale. It's funny because you really actually, not even that I really know, any instant actually need the gold one, but you actually need at least the minimum the silver one. Because there's a chamber underneath the water here that gets us over to Lake Hylia, which we need to get a bottle. Princess wrote us a note in it. Thank you. And let's see here. We got that. We'll go ahead and do the torches next. I think there's several. There's like one here. One here, and then there's 2 underneath the water wall, I think. There we go. Yep, there we go. We got another heart out of all of this. Extra to do stuff. Alright, so now let's go over to Lake Hylia and get that bottle. We can actually utilize that for getting us a fishing, to get the Jabu Jabu. Because that's what my goal is now is pretty much to get the next dungeon started, more than anything. But actually, also while I'm here, I really should actually get the Scarecrow song. Because there's so many places you can actually utilize getting him somewhere. I think what I might do is just have it play the lullaby backwards. That might actually work. I'm trying to remember how to do it. It's like he doesn't really care. Alright, that should be easy enough to remember. Lullaby backwards, and then up and down. Alright, there is a bottle. I see it now. I'm having a hard time seeing where it was at. There it is right here. There we go. Yep, something's already inside, of course. And we're gonna go show it to... forgot his name. The leader of the Zoras. Princess Rhoda's dad, which he's not going to be very happy. And he wants us to go inside Jabu Jabu and get the princess. Alright, let's get this right there. And then we'll have to go get a fishy too. A few places here we can get it. And here's the funny part too. You gotta sit here and watch him move. Obviously a joke of the developers being like, ha. Always been. It's like, yeah, the sound describes it all. I'm just too lazy to stand up and move. I'm just gonna scoot on over. All right, let's go get a fish down here. And then I think there is another fairy fountain we're about to hit in this next area, and I'm gonna go there as well. Don't think there's anything I need in this shop while I'm here, but there's some fishies. I'll go ahead and get us a fish in a bottle. Let's see here, go ahead and get the bombs back out, because we'll need that for the Great Fairy Fountain we're about to go in this next area. I think it might be a spell if I'm remembering correctly. I know there's 3 great fairies with spells. There's one on Death Mountain that gives you the magic, and there's 3 other ones that give you magic spells. Which, some of them aren't as cool as some of the predecessors, like A Link to the Past. They had some pretty cool spells you could use. I guess they kind of changed them up a little bit. The fire one's fun. It's the only offensive one, I think. I think there's a teleportation, a defensive, and then of course the fire one's is offensive. And I don't really remember the ones in Link to the Past. It's been so long since I played it. It's been since like really early 2000s for me. All right. There. Hit that. There we go. We got 10 now. All right. This is actually an entrance for that big, huge hole up there. And there's like, I think a Skulla and a bunch of invisible Skulla down in the chamber. But we're here, and we're gonna get our magic spell, because we want it. Oh, I always thought these scenes were very strange. Magic spell, yes please. I will take the spell. Ah, this is the teleportation one. This one is kind of handy. Even though it's kind of funny, I haven't used it but a few times, even my last playthrough. It is handy. You can even utilize it for if you're in other dungeons and you haven't linked to another dungeon, you can teleport to that area. So if you want to use it for another way of means of transportation, you can, but then there's a little bit of a hook to it to where you got to make sure which dungeon you're still connected to is somewhere that's going to be useful. All right. There we go. And our next objective is to go ahead and head on into Jabu Jabu, and that's a pretty good place to go ahead and call it wraps. It's been good just kind of getting back in and playing a little more. I do plan on, I don't think I'll be as busy this next week since I've got a lot of my grind work done with what I've been doing this week. So I should be able to have my evenings open for more content. So hopefully my goal is to try and stream every day next week, just to kind of get myself back in gear and just kind of taking it easy, because man, this week has been really busy. I haven't been able to take any time for that. I've only had maybe, besides this time, I think I actually played 30 minutes of Forza 6 yesterday evening, right before the evening starts with my family. So yeah, once 5 hits, that's I love it, but it's busy, and there's a lot that kind of goes with that. But let's go ahead and get that fishy fish out. Get up close to Jabu Jabu, let it out. Yep, he's like, ooh, I want to eat that. I'm hungry. It's funny too how big the dungeon is, and then you look at his body and it's like uber tiny. I mean, come on. I mean, it's an N64 game. They'll definitely have the technologies of making those guest values, or like variations of, like, you're inside Jabu Jabu. This literally looks like the inside of his body from the outside. They can factor that in the reimagined version of the game. Like, there's so many different things I'm looking forward to. Just modernizations of just certain elements, maybe potentially having it more open world. Granted, my opinion, I still consider Ocarina of Time a open world game, but it's from '98. Like, this open world back when I was a kid was awesome. It blew my mind. It did seem very reminiscent of A Link to the Past, but in a 3D setting, of course. But it's a lot of fun. Grew up on a lot of this, and a lot of games are set on this platform and this kind of thought process. This is an okay dungeon. It's also not exactly my favorite, but it's not my least favorite. Mine tends to be like most people, Water Temple. I do not like. It's my least favorite dungeon. You got the worst boss in the game, which is Dark Link, the hardest one, and then also just the navigation of the temple is very confusing at times. Generally, I'd run through it several times because I'd miss one spot, and I know I'm not going to miss it once I get back to this next time around. There's this spot where you raise on your inside of the tower. There's a spot you're supposed to go down underneath water with your iron boots. I'll definitely remember it this next time. But who knows? I might be eating my words and then I end up doing something dumb and forgetting. Because I've done it 100 times before that. So, anyway, I'm looking forward to more playing some Legends of the Ocarina of Time. I'm just going to be focusing on this on some of my streams. I still need to carve out. I do want to do some Forza Horizon 6 on some of my streaming, but I want to do it differently. I need to get the recording setup done. I have a steering wheel set up with pedals, 8-shifter, all that fun stuff. It's actually a Logitech G27. Got a nice little setup for it. I need to get a good setup for it where I can sit in it and actually have a TV in front of me, right where my setup is. And then I want to have a recording setup to where there's a camera facing from the back of myself toward the TV, and so you can see hands and pedals, just to kind of create a little bit more unique content. Yes, granted, I wouldn't be streaming directly from the feed. Granted, this would also make me have to create another screen to be able to show that feed and be able to rotate back and forth if I needed to. But it's just something more unique I'd like to create content-wise for my channel. But hopefully, maybe this next week I can get on that. But today, my focus is to just chill and, yeah, just decompress. But anyway, I really appreciate it, all those that are subscribed to my channel and are participating in my content. I designed these streams to where we can just hang out, chat, and chill. If you like this kind of stuff, I do recommend you hitting that subscribe button. It really helps my channel and my growth. I have some other things I've been debating on what I'm going to do going forward. I'm not really going to talk much about it. I just need some decisions on it. It's more in line kind of coming back to my PlayStation 2 stuff that I've been doing, but we'll see. Anyway, as always, be positive, be creative, have a good one. Goodbye.